Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just finishing up my week on my topic of the 5 ways that I journal. And the reason this has been my topic this week is I want to share with you these ideas so that it may inspire you to do journaling in whatever way works for you. Because I think that's the key. There is no rules in this game, which is why I love it. You can journal however you want. You can write, you can draw, you can scribble, you can doodle, you can paint, you can cut and paste, you can do affirmations and lettering. So there's all these wonderful things that we can do with no rules. How cool is that? So it's really playtime. And yeah, so that's journaling to me. And next week we're going to talk about how journaling works, why it works for us. But today we're just going to do some flip throughs on some of my journals so that you can see it can be as messy as anything. It can be as inspiring as you want, and you can just do whatever. And the key, when you make a mess, you can glue pages together, or you can stick another page on it, or you can just scribble it out. You can do anything. Isn't that cool? What else can you do in life that you could just do anything? So that's the fun of journaling. So subscribe to my channel if you're liking what I'm doing, or give us a thumbs up, because I'd love to know if anyone's even watching these, or if anyone's getting any benefit out of them. Leave me a comment if there's things you'd like to know or would like to share. Love to hear from you. I hope you enjoy this little flick through. All right, let's go and have some fun. So here's my red journal, Love and Support. So obviously I use this one, and I'm really just starting this particular one. I did it a few times during its draft, but now that it's completed, I wanted to just do it again. And I've really enjoyed starting to get back into it. Here I've had one of my gold nuggets. I had a saying that I really liked, and I've really quite messy. It's quite messy that I've put it there. So later on I'll probably stick something on there, make it a bit nicer, because it's my journal and it's my however I evolve with it. So I'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. As you can see, I haven't done much in it yet, but a bit of doodle and writing, a bit more writing, and of course testing it out for the painting. So that was a bit of fun, but unfortunately it did bleed through, but we can stick something on that, so that's cool. So not much in that one just yet. And then we go to our the PDF. So this is my art journal where I've printed pages from the red PDF so I can stick in the pages I want. And we started with our initial and just some flowers, and so a saying, I am so grateful page. I got given a thank you note from a resort I managed, which was lovely, so I popped that in there. Borders, writing, this one I haven't done anything with these ones, playing with borders again and writing, and then cut and paste images. So this is I am, so I've cut and pasted images where I felt good about me. So when I look back through my journal, I'm inspired, and my love and support with my family and friends. So again, another inspiring page. So that's cut and paste. So these are the journals we're working on as we go. Then, of course, I have my journal that I write in, and I'm very lucky I have this beautiful felt cover that I can put onto any blank journal, and I use this one for all other thoughts. And as the Rainbow Vision Journal series comes out, most of these thoughts would end up in the different journals, because I like to keep them separate so that when I look back, but you can see I do the odd image in them as well. So this is just my writing. And I was actually, when I was in Magnetic Island, there was a nice paper bark, and I gave a go just drawing on that. There's no limits. So then, of course, I always have something like this for my business journal and my thoughts. Then I have my little art journal that I can take with me. Fits in my purse, just like your red journal does. So I do urban sketching. I like urban sketching. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy, and this is what I will be doing videos on soon. Just quick sketch with a bit of colour, bit of perspective for it. Again, one colour, another sketch, a bit more colour, blowing ink around with straws. The very first sort of Rainbow Vision journal ideas, as it was going to be one journal. I had then a bit of a phase going through mucking around with faces, some more urban sketching down at the lagoon, playing with crayon and a bit of ink. So that was fun, just really being a little child there. Some mantra and a bit of doodling. Again, playing with crayon and a bit of ink. You know, 5 minutes, not even that. So much fun. Even worse picture, but, you know, it's good. So, obviously I've written something at the back there. So, still working on that one. Then I have, this is an older art journal. This one tells a story of me driving up to Townsville when I went to stay there in their magnetic island. And unfortunately the next page bled through, but that's what happens. That's how you learn, not to do it again. So this time I skipped a page. Being in Townsville, just putting together different ideas, doing a bit of perspective so I could do my building. I actually did a video of this one, creating this one. It's on the Cruising Artist Facebook page. But I like my buildings. This is Magnetic Island. I lost my glasses over there. I managed this resort, which was the Grand Mercure, which was fun. Again, went off to drive up the hills to a market one time. Another urban sketch. Probably turn it this way. There's quite a few urban sketches that I didn't have any watercolour with me at the time. But just, you know, just keep playing. That's done with watercolour crayons and ink. Nice fig tree on Magnetic Island. And again, this was funny. This was playing with, I saw something that playing with string and ink, so gave that a go. And you just put ink on the string and pull it through. That was fun. Just doing a web. Bit more urban sketching. A bit of just playing with lettering. And then I think this one's got something else at the back. Let's have a look. Ah, yes. So, charcoal, just working out tones. And then I love doing mind maps. I do a lot of mind maps to think out what I'm doing, what's going on in my head, especially with planning trips or a business or anything really. I use mind maps for pretty well everything. So there you go. So that's a nice big scribble. Cruise ship at the back. Love my cruise ships. So then going on from my faces a bit more, I'm going to be doing workshops when we're out and about again, and so I thought I'd play a little bit more with faces so that when we're at workshops people get an idea of what they can do. Just be silly and do it. These are with crayons. So as you can see, you know, there's just not talent. You don't need talent, you just give it a go. I love colours. I saw this online, this sort of idea, so I gave it a go. Now, there's nothing wrong with copying anybody's images. It's just you need to be aware of copyright infringement, so you can't copy something and sell it. That's just wrong. But if you're going to do it just to practice for yourself, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So that was playing with the idea a bit further. And then at the back, I just copied a picture out of a kid's book, actually. I thought that was quite cute. And then had a little play with just watercolour trees, just having a play, seeing what they'll do. Then I have, this is another older one that I sort of mucked around in. It's a bit of a messy one. It was my first go at cutting and pasting you can see there's got a newsprint background under the paint, and then the words. And then a bit of drawing on it. So I played with that. Wasn't overly happy. It looks pretty messy, but again, that's where you learn. Putting all those colours in didn't work. The whole thing was overworked. Really wasn't any theme thought out with it. So that shows in the image. So be it. So then, what do we got here? Doing a bit of lettering, image, blowing ink around again with a straw. That is fun. This one here, same thing. It was an early one of doing a coloured background with stuck-on images, and again, just overworked it. Went too far. The colour probably wasn't quite right for it, but just didn't stop, because what happens is you're having so much fun, sometimes you forget to stop and then you overdo it. Playing with faces again, playing with backgrounds. More faces. Gosh, I really went through a burst of playing with faces, and playing with a few flowers, which was also fun. So what else have we got? This one here, my beautiful picture of Santorini. I've actually painted this. Love it. This was before the Rainbow Vision Journal, and it was sort of the start of me doing more this type of thing. And this is me working out all the things I love. I was branding myself as the cruising artist, where I paint my world, and I love travelling, and I love chakras and gems, crystals and colours, and my hubby and my family and my pot of gold and everything on there. So it's a really cool page. This one here just sort of expands on that. I painted a map of the world, and there's my Paint My World logo. Being on cruise ships, because that's where I started painting. These were my very first paintings, just here in the corner. This is me painting a big abstract acrylic to remind me, doing my daughter in charcoal art classes. So there's a real story here for me. Doesn't really mean anything to anyone else, but for me it's really awesome. And it's the same with this one. Continuously travelling the world, all these little images, everything on this page I painted, and then I printed it, and here you have it. So that's pretty cool. My first go at doing a love board, doing an inspiration, doing a willow tree with an inspiration, and then I want to travel canals and explore them. I love my cruise ships, so this is just a bit of fun cutting up brochures. What else have we got here? Playing with patterns. So as you can see, there's no theme. It's just whatever I feel like in the moment. Back to my mind maps. So there you go. That's that one. And then finally, I just wanted to show you this one. I know we're getting a fair few now, but this was the original Rainbow Vision Journal one that I worked on. And as you can see, I've done colour tabs up the side, and my first original painting, I painted this to give my first inspiration. It was going to be one journal, and it's evolved into 8. And this is just really playing out all the thoughts, and then the lines are through it when I've put it elsewhere. I do images, similar images pop up for me regularly, and you may find the same. For me, I love doing flowers and hearts and butterflies and dragons. And I think in here, here we go. Here's the spiral, the Maori kuru, and the fish hook, the Maori matu. And I hope I've pronounced them right. My Maori's a bit lost now that I haven't been in New Zealand for so long, but these are the images that I regularly find I'm drawing. So there you have it. There's the play to make the Rainbow Vision Journal. The ideas right through to mantra there. Oh, my pot of gold. So this was my working book, and it's a journal, and it's really cool to keep, because I still go back through it even though I've crossed out stuff and look at it and go, that was my idea there. So I hope you've enjoyed that. and I'll catch you either next Monday on Facebook Live on the Rainbow Vision Journal page, or next Friday with another art video. Very exciting. Have a great weekend. Cheers, guys.